All right. Before we get started, I want to do something here real quick. Check this out. The one and only. Um, this was my original intro on the Iceman's Naturally Ice This YouTube channel. I really enjoyed this, but to be quite honest with you, this is the intro. I'm wearing the shirt. Thank you to my niece. It was a Christmas gift. She knows I'm a John Cena fan. I always will be a John Cena fan. And like I said, he continues to grow outside the WWE. And haters, just beware. So anyway, yeah, I had to do this. Uh, it is what it is, and I love it. Anybody is welcome to join this hangout. The link is on my Facebook page, the Jeffrey Rose Facebook page. And whether you join or not remains to be seen. But yeah, I'm going to be in the hot seat tonight with David Rivera. I got a couple things to say before we talk about Night of Champions card, which is coming this Sunday. I think it's going to be a very, very, very fun time. And it is, it is what it is. Life deals you a lot of blows, and you got to know really how to react to it. Yeah, yep. Even stronger. I wear this shirt because I do believe in those words, and I've had so much fun on YouTube. Since I started in 2009, and I had a little hiatus there where health was part of the issue, and again, it's playing that kind of role with me again. It's dealing me the wrong cards that I want. But I'm just so totally stressed out. I really am totally stressed out. It has nothing to do with YouTube people at all. But it is what it is, and we all know how things can be. So I don't know any other way really to really talk about a lot of things. I just I try to do the best I can, and I've had some great friends here on Facebook as well as YouTube, and I don't it is what it is, if you know what I mean. So it's been fun, and it's going to continue to be fun, hopefully somewhere down the road. But I think right now YouTube for me is more of a burden, and it's nothing to do with anybody here on YouTube. It's for me. It's been a burden for me. I'm just totally stressed, and I'm trying to overcome this. And I have health issues, and you get tired of taking these friggin' pills every day and whatnot, whether it be for your high blood pressure or anything else. It just after a while, God, I mean, it does get to you. It really does. And but you need to do what you need to do. And yeah, so anyway, 2009, when I first started YouTube, David Rivera, Fort Minor Project, was one of the very first people that I met, and he was a very young individual, and we became friends, and he's somebody that I've always stuck up for, and as time has grown on, I've grown to admire, for the simple fact is he is one of these guys that in life, he stays away from things that would cause him issues, and he's done this. He's very non-drama, and you know, I love it. Unfortunately, the drama, I did way back in the early days, and drama comes your way sometimes, and when it happens, there are times that you need to respond to it. Maybe you don't want to, but you need to react. You need to defend yourself or defend others that you're very good friends with, and it really is what it is, and it's unfortunate, but that is what life deals with you, and you do really pretty much what you need to do, and this is what I've chosen to do. Um, so again, I'm looking forward to In the Hot Seat tonight with David Rivera, Chris, Simon, hopefully Thrash, Levi will be there, and maybe Steven Guerrero, who I'm gonna put this out there, and Steven Guerrero and David Rivera are probably two of the most mature people at their very young age I've ever really seen here on YouTube. And I'm putting that out there because this is exactly how I feel. These guys have really, they know how to handle a lot of issues here on YouTube. And, so I put that out there. I commend both of them. And, so to me, that's how I feel. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. I did not watch Monday Night Raw last night for the simple fact that I was involved in some hangouts, and um, uh, yeah. So we're going to talk a little bit tonight. I cannot wait to get into this discussion as far as Seth Rollins goes with his United States title and his WWE World Heavyweight title. The WWE is making it look like Rollins does not have a chance to retain on either belt. This is the WWE. They know how to, that's the thing with them. Once they make you look like you don't have a chance or an opportunity, boom, then they just switch it right out. I don't think Sting's going to win the WWE World Heavyweight title, and I really don't think John Cena is going to get back the United States title, at least not yet. So this should be pretty interesting. I'm looking forward to it. So we'll just, I can't wait for Sunday. I really can't. There's some matches on the card that I don't care about, like the Rusev and Ziggler match. I really don't care about it whatsoever. But I'm also looking forward to like the New Day and the Dudley Boys. I think if the WWE, decides to give the Dudley Boys the WWE Tag Team titles, I will be a little disappointed for the fact is, like I stated in a video on Iceman's Return channel about the predictions, this team's been gone for 10 years, and maybe they become very, very stale while they were with the WWE at that time. But, 10 years later, now you're reaching back, and again, you're bringing another group of guys back that have been away from the company for, a very long period of time. It was much like the New Age Outlaws, and I loved the Road Dogg and Billy Gunn. I think the Road Dogg was one of the best guys, in the WWE on the mic, so to speak, and just much like The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin. I mean, this was some fun stuff to watch. So I'm gonna I want to check something out here, and I'm going to continue to talk because yeah, I just wanted to check something here. Yeah, so you know, life is dealing us, you know, a lot of misfortunes, and you know, when you get older and whatnot, um, it's just it's a part of life. The bottom line, it is a part of life, and so anyway, anybody that go to my Facebook page. If anybody really wants to get involved and just hang out, feel free. If not, then I can just spiel off what I want to say prior to tonight's In the Hot Seat with David Rivera and Boston Fan and Simon Michael and whoever else joins. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people are disappointed in what's going on in the world of wrestling at this point, and I take it for what it is. It's viewership is totally down from years ago, and believe me, starting in the old NWA days, I loved it, and it's just not like it was, and I don't see a big boom in the world of wrestling anytime soon. It's unfortunate, but it times have changed, and we've all changed, and yeah, so I just take it for what it is. I get very, very critical at times. I am very, very outspoken. I'll say what I think. Maybe sometimes I speak too soon, and I know I do. I realize that, but all in all, you know, I have watched wrestling for more years than so many people here on YouTube. Um, and, so I feel that I have a right to really, say how I think. So, with all that being said, um, yeah, it's an evolution. It's changed just much like, when you grew up, when you were a little kid. Like for me, I grew up in the 60s watching TV, and we've all seen how TV shows have really evolved from what we see today. There's more like reality shows and whatnot, which I do hate reality shows. But yeah, TV has totally changed. I mean, in the 60s, I had a lot of, I remember watching like Lost in Space, Batman. Um, I loved Gunsmoke, believe it or not, as a kid. I don't know what it was. It was just that Marshall Dillon character, which intrigued me. But watching all these shows, and I remember there was a show on Friday nights called Time Tunnel. There was Rawhide with Clint Eastwood. Um, but and then going into the 70s, there was the Waltons. There was a lot of great TV shows, but we don't get to see these kind of TV shows these days anymore. It's more based on who can the TV shows nowadays. Let's face it, except for a very few. I think NCIS is a great show. I love NCIS LA. I love Chris O'Donnell and LL Cool J and the rest of that cast. I think this show, the opener next week, the premiere is going to be awesome because we saw previews that LL Cool J and Chris O'Donnell on the show. They got their guns pointed at each other, and it's like Chris O'Donnell is like a double agent for NCIS, and a very good storyline. Really, it is. But there are some good shows. I like The Big Bang Theory. I like it because I like the geeks. You know what I'm saying? And it's sort of funny, but anyway, yeah. So I'm just putting things out there in a perspective that um, life is what it is, if you know what I'm saying, and we need to we need to understand that. And I, God, I just don't. I, as far as being around and doing a lot of things for, for so long and whatnot, it's been real. It's really been real. I've enjoyed YouTube for 6 years. I've enjoyed the people that I've met. And most recently, I've become very good friends with so many people, which I should say, for me now is not maybe the time for me to take off for a little bit, but it's me. It's just me, and I got to check something out because I just got somebody dinging something. Let me see. Let me check this out. Okay, that was something that was pretty much unnecessary to read. But yeah, the bottom line is, we all are who we are, and I've talked about this too. Drama sells, and it does. I've done it. I've been there. But I think, like WJ and I had said the other day, a lot of hard work. To me, isn't it more rewarding to get somewhere when you're on YouTube, knowing that you did put in the hard work, and yeah, you get the subs, you get the views, and it's, the bottom line is, to me, it's not always about the subs, but I'll be honest with you, everybody likes to get those views, and everybody likes to get those subs as well. But I just like doing it. And it just, to me, it's been, very, very fun. And, like I said, though, when life deals you a blow that can really affect you, like for me, I try to put on a happy face all the time, and, if I come across and people don't think there's issues for me, then I did a good job. But reality wise, it's not always a happy face. And I just do it because, this was, a stress related way of getting away from the stress. But now it's just become a real big burden for me. And, I don't, I really don't know what too much else to say. I was hoping that some people would join this hangout. Obviously it's during the day and most people are busy. And here's my issue. I'm here today at 2:39 Eastern time, and I'm not busy, and that's a big problem for me. I'm not used to this. I've worked all my life, and when you have a great job, but you have medical issues, and then the people at your job are saying to you, well, maybe you're a liability and whatnot. We can't, we can't have this. And yeah, that's another issue as well. So, but anyhow, I'm going to ramble on for a few more minutes. But if anyone wants to join, please feel free, because then, obviously I'll ramble on a little longer. But sometimes it's just sort of tough to ramble on, by yourself. And but yeah, like I said, tonight is going to be one of those hangouts talking about Night of Champions. I'm looking forward to it. I it it is what it is. It is what it is. So, um, other topics really to talk about. I like I said, I didn't watch Monday Night Raw, uh, but again, we as WWE fans that have watched WWE for a long time, we sort of know the way the WWE does things. Um, you know, if John Cena gets the best of Seth Rollins, in like 2 or 3 episodes prior to the pay-per-view, John Cena is not going to come out as champion. That's just how it is. Um, Seth Rollins has been losing a lot on TV for the last couple weeks. Seth Rollins is not going to lose at Night of Champions, and I'm going to stick with that because I do feel that this is the way WWE promotes things. They like you to think the opposite of what is actually going to happen, and that's usually what does happen. Total opposite. I do think though that Kevin Owens and Ryback match is going to be a really good match. I do think that Kevin Owens probably will win the IC belt from Ryback. I'm glad that the WWE gave Ryback the opportunity to hold the title after, pretty much holding him back and having him lose out on feuds like so many times in the past. But I think Kevin Owens is going to make a good Intercontinental Champion if he does indeed win. I like him as far as his like trash talking way of things go, and yeah, so I think it's gonna be interesting. So we'll just have to wait and see. It's only Tuesday, you never know. I mean, even like now, it's 2:45 here in Connecticut, Eastern Standard Time. Um, I I could change my thoughts on my predictions from what I said earlier on the X-Men's Return YouTube channel about who's going to win. But at this point, I don't think I'm going to, but you never know. It all depends when you read the dirt sheets and everything else. I mean, they get, man, they can get in your head for sure. And that's one thing about the dirt sheets. Like Andre always taught me, he said, man, you can't believe anything they say because they are 50% right and they're 50% wrong. And the bottom line is, you'll read something and you think, okay, yeah, this could definitely happen. And then you find out that it's irrelevant. It didn't happen. So anyhow, I'm going to end this video and hope everybody watches In the Hot Seat tonight. I it's going to be enjoyable. And I'm not sure. Maybe I'll do another hangout a little later on. I don't know. But it all depends on, the kind of mood I'm in and whatnot. So with all that being said, everybody peace out. Thank you. And we'll see y'all next time. Have yourself a great day.